This is one of our Gambit maps that we're going to be releasing with the Forsaken. It's Legion's Folly, meaning that the Red Legion is here. They've been doing some research trying to find some Vex technology, and things didn't go exactly right.
The Cabal, they don't have a lot of finesse when they're taking stuff over. It's more of a brute force.
Yeah, I think Vex is so fun because it's alien and it's mysterious. It doesn't always have to make perfect sense. So as far as like level design, you can do some really cool stuff with it. You know, when you start the match, every Gambit map you'll spawn in an area like this, kind of further back away from the action, and you'll run into the map, and the bank will be kind of centrally located as you enter the space.
So overall on this map, what I wanted to do with each front and just the layout in general was orientation. I didn't want it to be too confusing where you're at any one time. So you're looking at the sky this way, and you know that the drill will always be to your right, the milk will always be to your left, and base will be in front of you. Looking back this way, the bank is surrounded by trees, so if you need to quickly get back and bank some moats, you know, look for the red and the trees. I tried to make everything like pretty distinct so you don't get confused running around. The bank is kind of central to the whole map, and straight in front of you is the base.
Every Gambit map has 3 fronts in it, and the way that the AI will come in, a front will become active, you'll hear it called out, the drifter will actually call it out to you, and then you'll kind of know where to look for where the next wave of enemies is coming from.
Each front kind of has multiple entrances and exits, so coming from the bank, the quickest way into this front is just straight ahead. So you can run around here, down below, or fight your way up around this way. So this area is called drill because of the big drill.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite parts of this map is that drill, just that huge dynamic object. It makes the map feel fresh.
Sticking with the theme of Legion's Folly, they drilled directly into a teleporter, and it kind of collapsed down here. So one of the secrets in this map, the teleporter is still there. So whether you do it by accident the first time or you see something down there, when you jump in, you end up over here. You might not know where this is, but this front is called Milk because it's surrounded by a moat of Vex milk. So when naming the fronts, we try to do something like kind of quick and snappy, something easy to understand. Like
working with one of our art directors, he really pushed us to like say like, if this area is milk, you know, try to integrate that into the front as much as possible. Or if this is, you know, the Cabal area, try to concentrate as much Cabal stuff over there as you can. Or we try to make it as hard to miss as possible so that as you're running around, because I mean, there's things shooting at you all the time. It's a very hectic mode. You need to be able to like clearly understand where you are at any point in time. I think this map has maybe some of the coolest special routes that you can take once you learn the map really well.
There's a kind of ninja route between the milk front and base, and it's just kind of a back route that you can go into the milk front if you want to, or you could leave milk and take it also.
You can pull off some extra crispy flanks.
The invasion portal is placed, like on all the Gambit maps, behind the bank, so there's a few exits for the invasion teleporters, one in each front.
On the game mode side, the game's looking for the best spot to put the invader. Try to put some distance in between you and the other team so that you have a chance to approach the other guys. So we do a little bit of checking to see, okay, where is the team? This area is kind of open, so we'll put you over there.
So in the milk front, it's somewhere around right here. This one is a pretty powerful position, for one of the most powerful, I think, for an invader.
Oh, for sure.
Because you kind of have sight down on a lot of the map, or they could turn around, take the teleporter, and then they're across the map, and then depending on where the other team is.
Yeah, you can fake out the other team really well. It's all about giving the invader meaningful choices. So like, you should be able to, you know, have a couple options as an invader to approach the other team. And there are so many cool like over-unders on this map and platforms and like really fun cat and mouse gameplay with the invaders. I've seen some pretty epic gunfights with people, you know, jumping on top of the tree and then dropping down and running around the base of some of these routes. It can be totally frantic, but like just super fun.
One thing we can mention is this is the only activity in Destiny where you don't fly in with your own ship. The idea is you go to the drifter ship and then he takes you to whatever destination it is for the Gambit match.
We wanted to make this activity feel a little bit more like integrated, and so you actually see the drifter ship there floating in orbit. When you go to play Gambit and you're trying to figure out what to do with your fire team, you'll go to the Gambit node. It has its own icon in the director, so you'll click that node and you'll get launched in, and then you'll enter matchmaking from there. So this is a whole new way to play. We're hoping that this really brings back a lot of players and gives you something fun and interesting and new to do with your fire team that you never had before. Yeah, we can't wait for players to get their hands on it when Forsaken drops on September 4th.